morning.
Good morning.
Wake up. Welcome to Tea Time, where we talk about everything and anything. We are so glad to have you here. We have Dr. Tea Time every Saturday at 9 a.m. Central Standard Time, and it's a pleasure to be here again. You know, some of us went to bed last night, but we didn't wake up this morning, so we're going to count it all joy on this Sabbath day to be here and present among you. Welcome to the show, and thank you for joining us. My name is Dr. Tonie Anderson-Steele, and I'm your host for today's show. Alongside of me, we have Mr. Craig Broughton. And Mr. Craig Broughton is joining us today. He is an author of a children's book, and he's going to talk about that. And we're going to put the news out in the community because, you know, they're trying to stop you from reading a book. And I thought a book was made to be read.
That's right.
That's the only thing you do with a book. You know what I'm saying? And when you get it, is read it.
That's
I
right.
didn't know there was any other objective to a book other than reading the book. So I am glad to have him on the show. I'm glad he received the invitation to join us today. And so, Mr. Craig, will you tell us a little bit about yourself, please?
Okay. My name is Craig Broughton, born and raised in Pensacola, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
Grew up in Wedgwood, graduated from Woodham High, graduated from Pensacola Junior College, graduated from Florida A&M University, graduated from University of West Florida,
Mm-hmm.
graduated from University of South Alabama, both master's degrees, and then I went back to UWF and I got my EDS in human performance technology.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I'm a certified hypnotist. I play piano,
Woohoo.
guitar, electric guitar. I
Woohoo.
sing, I
Mm-hmm.
dance, um, a lot of stuff, and I'm a published author, and I love writing.
That's wonderful to hear. I'm gonna have to take you up on those guitar lessons. And I gotta hear you. I gotta hear you give me a tune. We
Okay,
might can start a group or something. I'm just saying.
absolutely, yeah.
You know,
I was
hey,
in a
you know,
band
I'm
a long
always
time
willing to
ago.
do something, right?
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I always got action on my mind. You know what I'm saying? And so that
Yeah.
is good. So thank you, and I appreciate you for letting us know that about yourself. And so today we want you to tell us about your book. The title is on the screen here. It's Look at Me, I'm a Superhero. Mm-mm-mm. So tell us
Okay.
about it, and start with how it was formulated. Why did you think of this title, and how did it progress, and all of those good things we'd like to know about.
Okay, fantastic. Well, it all started. I was in Atlanta with my sister and my great nieces and nephew, and we were on the floor playing, and they was like, "Look at me, Uncle Craig," and I'm freeze tagging and freezing, and "Look at me, Uncle Craig," and then I said, "That's it. Look at me, I'm a superhero." Because you're always my nieces and nephews were acting like superheroes, and they wanted me to look at them. And
Mm-hmm.
so when that hit me, as soon as I stopped playing with them, I started writing, and
Whoa.
that's how I do. Once I feel the spirit, I just started writing. So I start.
That's the
So
way. Yeah. I like that. There's something happened with you and your family, a positive something, and you're
yes,
sharing that positive with others. Okay. And so that is a
absolutely.
great thing. And so when you started hearing from the spirit on what to put in the book and everything, did you have any challenges in writing the book, or you were comfortable with what was given, and you went forward and doing whatever needed to be done so that you can produce this book so that others would feel like they're superheroes as so.
My biggest challenge was my editing. I had to redo the book several times because when you write and you look at your own work, your mind will put the words in there, but they're not actually there.
That's
And
right.
so I had to find somebody to look at it and just re-edit it, and that was my biggest challenge. But
Mm-hmm,
far as
mm-hmm.
the artwork, my artist is Marcus Stallworth, a childhood friend that I grew up with, and we both grew up on reading comic books and believing in superheroes. And he did the illustration, and he did a wonderful, masterful job of capturing what I wanted in this book, and I'm so thankful and grateful for him.
Great. Want to send a shout out to one of our viewers this morning with us, uh, Leroy. He said he said hey, and that
What's
he
up, man?
misses everyone, and we miss him as well. And so we're gonna
Mhm.
connect those dots real soon. We got a lot of work, to do,
That's
and we
right.
got a little slowful because life took advantage and pulled us away from things. But we're going to get back on point in just a little bit. And so,
Awesome.
in writing your book, how many pages?
It's 28 pages.
20. Okay, good. And
28 pages.
so have you built workshops from your books to nurture the people who read the book, but they might need a little bit more of you and what you have to say that's not in your book?
I'm working on that. I started at the Cobb Center. I had a book signing there, and for the senior citizens who wanted to give their grandchildren and children books.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I'm in the process of having the Escambia County School District approve my book,
Mm-hmm.
and once that is approved, I'll really
Mm-hmm.
be able to, keep the ball rolling.
That's great. That's wonderful. And as we just already kind of agreed and shared that books are made to be read.
Absolutely,
I don't know what
absolutely.
else we can do with the book other than read it. Might hit someone over the head with it, but that's not what the book is designed for. Now it's not for you to
Right,
do that. I'm just saying, if we're going
right.
to be creative and think of ways to read to use the book, that's a way, but that's not the best way. That's a negative way. We
That's
try to
right.
get positive out of what we read. And the good thing about a book is if you don't want to read it, you don't have to what? Read it.
You
You
don't
don't
have to
have to
read it.
pull it off the library shelf, off the bookshelves, if you
Mhm.
don't want to read it. And so
Absolutely.
no one can really make you read. It is your choice. And we know that reading produces a stronger mind, helps us with some things that we need to know about. And we just keep moving forward and learning and reading our books. And so, what age group is your book for?
It's around 5, 6, and 7.
Mm-hmm.
Elementary. Um, my book is all my books I write. This is my second book,
Mm-hmm.
and my first book was called Bryce and 10 Big Puddles. But I'm pursuing the path of having children use their imagination and to
Mm-hmm.
fall in love with reading,
Mm-hmm.
and
Yes.
that's my goal.
Yeah, we need to make that happen. And at
Mhm.
that age that you mentioned is a good age to start. Now, if we go earlier, that's good because sometimes you
Absolutely.
get the babies coming out of the womb ready to do some things that,
That is so true. That is so true, Dr. Steele.
yeah, they're ready to go. We out now. Let's do it. Let's get this life on board. So they start reading early, and kudos to those kids. But then some of our kids, we have to prompt them to read, and
Absolutely.
that's what you're doing, and I'm glad about it. And this book is designed for both genders, or is it?
Yes, both genders.
Okay, good,
Yes, yes,
good,
both
good,
genders.
good. Okay, so from this point on, as you're waiting for your book to be approved with the school board, and I hope you select other school boards to get your book approved in after this one is approved in your community. What else? The first book. Tell us about the first book, because we don't. Good morning. Good morning. It's Mickey. Good morning. Okay, so tell me about your first book just a little bit. Good morning.
My my first book, and it's on Amazon as an ebook. It's called Bryce and 10 Big Puddles.
Bright and 10 big puddles. Okay.
Yeah, Bryce.
Mhm.
Bryce. That's my son's name.
Oh, Bryce. Okay, Bryce.
Bryce.
Spell
Bryce.
B
Bryce.
R I B B Y
B
R S.
Brice.
Okay, Brice. Bryce. Okay.
Bryce. Bryce
Mm-hmm.
and 10 Big Puddles.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that book was inspired because I used to love reading to him and my daughter Jasmine
Mm-hmm.
the Count to 10 books.
Mm-hmm.
And they made me read that book to them a quadrillion times.
You know it by heart, huh?
Oh yes. And, and so one day we were walking to J.C. Penney,
Mm-hmm.
and my son just kept, it had rain, and he kept
Mm-hmm.
slamming to every puddle he could find to. And I was
And
like,
it's good.
Bryce,
It is good
stop.
tennis shoes, huh?
Yo, he was killing it. And then I was like, wait a minute. He loves puddles. Bryce and 10 Big Puddles, and I'm right, and we went with that. And that book is about a count to 10 book to teach children how to count to 10. And what I love about the book, it is you again, it's all about using your imagination.
Yes, yes.
And so in this book, it'll like let's say puddle number one, big jump, big splash. Bryce makes the puddle go blast, blast, blast.
Mm-hmm.
And you'll see the picture of a teddy bear because we used to call him the teddy bear.
Mm-hmm.
And he steps in that puddle, and that puddle turns into a rocket.
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm.
so on every page it's a rhyme. All my books are rhymes,
Mm-hmm.
and the kids are using imagination.
Mm-hmm.
And you can count the puddles.
Mm-hmm.
You can see the number one. You can see a number one paw print and read the number as they go.
Mm-hmm.
And so he counts to 10, and at the end of it, he stepped in so many puddles. His mother has to give him a bath, and
So now you said a word that I like. Because rocket is one of my words that I use to express the direction that every individual need to go up. And a
mm,
rocket shoots off the pad up.
that's right. That's
And
right.
so rocket is a key word in living as a child, as an adult, as a toddler, as a senior citizen. Want to
Mm.
shoot up. That's what a rocket does, shoot up.
That's
So
right.
a rocket shoots up, not down. And
No, ma'am.
so
That's right.
all we have to do is just get on the launching pad.
Absolutely.
Just get
Absolutely.
on the launching pad
Absolutely.
and
Absolutely.
smile and just, hey, I'm going for it. I'm going up.
That's right.
I'm
That's
going
right.
up. Now, how high you go in your rocket is all on you.
That's correct.
But we have people like Mr. Broughton and myself, and there are other mentors in our community for our kids where they're doing nothing but trying to get you to get in position on the launching pad
That's
so
right.
that when you launch straight up.
Straight up.
How
Straight up.
fast you go, it's on you.
That's right.
How high you go, it's on you.
That's
But the
right.
fact is that because you are alive, all of us have a launching pad.
That launching pad. Yes,
So we
ma'am.
just
Yes, indeed.
yeah, go ahead, add to that.
Well, I just totally agree with you, and that's why as a retired teacher, right now I sub at Pine Forest High School mainly,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I live to do is to inspire, motivate, give kids hope, to show them that they have an opportunity and they have the power and they can do it,
They really do.
and it is available and it is in them,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I love doing, and I love serving, and I'm going to
Mm-hmm.
serve as long as I
Mm-hmm.
can, and that's
Mm-hmm.
what I love doing,
And
and
we
I love
thank you so much for that. How long did you work in the school with the kids in school before you retired?
27 years.
27 years. Well, thank you. And you also are a veteran, aren't you?
Not a veteran. My dad was a veteran. My dad was a Marine.
Okay. Well, we thank him for his service and all of the other veterans uh, for their service as well, because your service was actually more important than what we're doing right now. As it was that you signed and agreed to an oath to serve and protect the United States. And we are so appreciative of that. In life, we have this life because of our veterans who have been in
Absolutely.
the numerous of wars and dangers, and a lot of them have lost their lives, trying to protect and do their jobs. And we fondly remember you because we want to remember you in service. And so I know it's sorrowful, and we feel sorry when we lose anyone, not just a veteran, but anyone. But
Absolutely.
in any case, we don't know what happens in death. We can kind of visualize something from a book or in our mind or whatever the Lord gives us.
That's
But
right.
we know that we are among the living, and we're going
Mhm.
to do what the living does,
That's right.
because we're alive. And so we want to keep going forward. We want to love someone, hug someone, give someone good eye contact. It
Absolutely.
makes a big, especially a child. You don't know
Absolutely.
what these children are going through because this world now is not designed for them to be a success. It doesn't
That's
seem
so
like to
correct.
me.
That's so
It's
correct.
designed to kind of make them feel bad about themselves and who they are and
That's
what
right.
they can be, so minimized, so we have to keep going forward and continue to encourage them and write another book. Mr.
Oh
Craig, that's
yes.
on your plate. Write another
Oh,
book to give us encouragement, so that we can go forth and we can put something in here to give
mm,
out to these little kids and to everyone, actually. But our children are the future. you know
absolutely.
we shall pass away, like, just as sure as you're born. And so we
Mhm,
need for our generation coming up behind us to be strong
mhm,
and to know what their purposes and passions are, so
mhm.
that they can lead the next generation behind them into positive ways. Forget all this negativity that's going around here. Read a book.
That's
you
right.
know
And you're going to love my next book that's coming out.
mm-hmm
It's specially designed for little girls, and all my
mm-hmm
books are rhyme. I'm the Black Dr. Seuss,
okay.
and so this next book is called Stacy's Mirror, and
Stacy's Mirror.
yes, ma'am,
Mm-hmm
this was
mm-hmm
inspired by my wife Stacy, and
mm-hmm
we just left the printing press, and we're driving, and I noticed she started taking selfies,
mm-hmm
and then that spirit hit me. I said, "Baby, that's a book." She's like, "What are you
mm-hmm
talking about?" I said,
mm-hmm
"Just start writing this down." I
mm-hmm
said, "I know I sound crazy, but just start
mm-hmm
writing."
mm-hmm
And I could just start seeing it and feeling
mm-hmm
it.
mm-hmm
And
mm-hmm
so this book is about a little girl.
mm-hmm
She's looking in the mirror,
mm-hmm
and the book is designed two things: to use their imagination and to build
yes
young girls' self-esteem.
yes
So it starts off, "I am beautiful," and
yes
so
yes yes
you can imagine there's a little girl standing
mm-hmm
in front of a long, tall mirror.
mm-hmm
And so she says, "I am beautiful."
mm-hmm
And it goes, Stacy looks in the mirror
mm-hmm
and she can imagine seeing herself even more clearer. Stacy
mm-hmm
is someone who puts herself first.
mm-hmm
Stacy sees herself
mm-hmm
as a registered nurse.
no
And then she
my
looks in that mirror
mm-hmm
and she's a nurse. And
mm-hmm
I go through the doctors,
mm-hmm
lawyers,
mm-hmm
teachers,
mm-hmm
mothers,
mm-hmm
a whole gambit. And
yeah
that book was so big I had to chop it down. So it's gonna be two books, and then I'm
mm-hmm
flipping it and making one Craig's mirror for the young men.
oh sweet, that's
So
wonderful, because everybody is not everybody don't have good nights at home.
yes,
And
yes,
I am
ma'am.
truly sorry about that.
Yes,
But
ma'am.
for those of you who are listening, uh, there are other ways to make yourself happy. And
Absolutely.
if you need help, you need to ask for help.
That's
It's
right.
okay to ask for help. Now, everybody you ask for help won't be able to help you, but you
Mhm.
just keep asking
That's right.
for help, and you'll find that person that will connect with you and be able to direct you and give you eye contact, give you a hug,
Hmm.
wipe your tears,
Man.
and put you on the launching pad that you
Hmm.
should be on, so you can go up like a
That's
rocket.
right. Go up like a rocket.
That's what I'm talking about. So I
Yes,
look forward to
indeed.
that. You'll have to come back on the show with those two books, or one or the other. It doesn't matter. If you get we go first anyway, female. So when the
You know it.
so
You
when
know
the
it. That's how I was raised. Ladies first.
yeah, yeah. So when you get the book for the female ready, you be sure and let me know so you can come back on the show so we can share it. Because we have
Absolutely.
so many people, even adults, senior citizens, even because they haven't dealt with what was happening in their childhood. You know what I'm saying?
That's correct.
And we need to encourage that you're beautiful, that you're lovely, that all these good positive, and take all the negatives out. Don't
Absolutely.
let anybody make you feel bad because of your skin color, because of what grade you're in, because of the tennis shoes that you wear. You are
That's right.
somebody. You
That's
got a
right.
pair of tennis shoes on, got shoes on, period. There's some
That's
children who
right.
don't have shoes.
That's right.
Forget me to preaching. I don't want to preach, but I am enjoying the fact that we get to engage and help one another. I mean, it doesn't
Absolutely.
always involve money.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
It
Absolutely.
does not
Love is
always
free.
involve money. Yeah. There are a
Love
lot
is
of
free.
things that we can do to elevate each other and
Mhm.
one another. And that's what we're actually supposed to do if you want to get it right. It's part of the
Absolutely.
golden rule, yeah, that we treat each other as we want to be treated. So I know nobody don't want to get beat up, right? So
No,
if you're beating up somebody, you're not following the golden rule. So the
that's
golden
right.
rule is treat each other as you want to be treated. If you don't want it done to you, don't do it to nobody else, okay? And if we can
Absolutely.
remember that, we can go forward and doing something. Now pull out your guitar. I'm ready to hear your song. I'm just teasing. I'm teasing you, but next time that's another show too. But anyway,
Yeah.
it's a pleasure always to have anyone who's bringing up the ranks uh, in a positive way. And so, whatever I can do to assist you to do that, you can always call on me. Um, Mr. Broughton's website is showing and his phone number if you have additional questions for him. The phone number is 850-943-5025, just in case you're listening in. And his website is Mind Building Enterprise, just what we've been talking about. Building up your mind,
That's
regardless of your
correct.
circumstances and your situation. We have room to grow
That's right.
every
That's right.
day.
Every
365
day.
days in a year, let's go for it. Mind building enterprise at gmail.com. And so, take advantage of those opportunities to connect with him. And you hear he has two more. He has one book that we're not talking about tonight, but he mentioned the title, uh,
Hmm.
Bryce, uh,
And 10 big
Bryce
puddles. And
Bryce
10
and
big.
Big Puddles. Okay.
Yes,
And
and 10
then
big.
he has the two books that are coming, one for the females first, and then second would be the males.
Yep.
And we look forward to hearing both. If we get both on the show at the same time, I don't object to that. I was just teasing you about females first. Do whatever the spirits say do. That's the best way to do things, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, because we
Absolutely. Every
always
single
want to do
time.
what the spirits say do. So today is our Sabbath day, and we know that we've been hoodwinked about it, and but this is a day that is in the Ten Commandments that we're supposed to keep holy and remember. So we are remembering Sabbath day as our Creator wants us to, and we thank Him for giving us a day of rest. I know we won't all be able to rest as we're supposed to, but the thing is, we acknowledge Sabbath day for what it is. It is a
Absolutely.
day of rest, because some of us have to go to jobs to keep a roof over our head and to
Absolutely.
provide food and clothing and all these other necessities. And so I'm pretty sure if you just remember Sabbath day and keep it holy, and you be holy in that day and do the
Mhm.
best you can to help someone else out who needs some help,
That's
uh,
right.
we will be acknowledged and rewarded for doing the right thing always, always.
Always.
And so I'm going to let you close out with. I have a couple announcements. Let me see if we're
Okay.
going to scroll those announcements up. If not, I'll have to just find them in my phone. They might just pop up in just a moment. But one is that we have a corporate prayer every. Let me before I do that. Let me just say, send them my love to a veteran, Michael Diggs, and he's
Yes.
saying
Yes.
he's saying to you the same thing. Hello, hello. Thank you for joining us, Michael. Our corporate prayer is every Saturday at 7 a.m. Central Standard Time.
Mm.
Dial into the prayer line at 669-274-9026. Corporate prayer every Saturday at 7 a.m. I don't know if you know what I know, but I know prayer changes thing and we need
Oh,
it. So dial
woo.
into the prayer line at
Yes,
six
indeed.
nine 9026. You're welcome, Michael. And so, in addition to that, the show is ran. Dr. T Time with it will air on the GMAP Broadcast Network every Saturday at 7 p.m. So when we do the show at 9 a.m. Central, you can go to www.gmap1.com to watch it at 7 p.m. And that is a station out of Chicago. And then we have
Wow.
another station that's running it in Fort Lauderdale as well. You go to www.gmap1.com to watch. And so,
Mm.
it's going all over the place. And as we continue to do this show, and we do it well to the best of our ability as it stands right now, we'll get more people wanting to pull the show onto other broadcast stations,
Awesome.
which is good for you. And I'm happy to pass it along whatever I can. My purpose and my passion is serving people. I've always been a servant,
Man,
and
that's it.
I don't know how to do it any differently. I don't even know that I want to do it any
No
differently.
way. No way. I
So
understand.
I'm going to just stay in my lane. And anytime I can help someone, don't hesitate to call. I'm not able to help everyone, though, because of certain situations, but I'll do my best to share, to help you or connect you to someone who can help you.
That's
And
right.
so I have a website also that I've been prompted to share, and my website is www.drtsteele.com. As you already know, I can talk and got a laugh that comes from the gut. And and everybody says real infectious, like, when I laugh, they want to laugh too. Even when they want to cry, they want to laugh because they heard me laugh. So I'll share it with you, no problem. You can have it. I'm glad to do that. I'm glad to brighten up someone's day. So visit the website, and there are other things going on. Newsletter coming soon where we're going to be putting things together. We're also even planning a banquet, so that we can pull everybody who's been on Dr. T Time show together, so we can meet each other face to face, and hopefully we can join together and do more for our community, and especially for our kids, but for whomever we need to help.
That's right.
We just come together and formulate a plan. So that's the goal for next year. So we're going to move forward. I want to thank you, Mr. Broughton. He and our friends. So thank you, Craig.
Thank you, Dr. Steele.
You're welcome for joining the show. We sure do appreciate you, and we look forward to having you again as you proceed and authoring more books, and if there's anything that we can do for you, I can do for you, you please let me know at any time. You have my number, your email. Anyway, you know how to find me.
Yeah.
And so we thank you. We thank all of our guests for joining us this morning. And this show goes on every social media platform. As we end the show, it's just all over the place all week long, for weeks and days at a time. Once it's out there in cyberspace, it's there forever. You can't believe it. It's going to be somewhere. And so thank you again. And I want everybody to have a good, happy Sabbath day. I want y'all to love on one another. I want you to forgive yourself and forgive each other. And you move on in life. Don't get stuck.
That's right.
Don't get on a launching pad and get stuck. Oh, look at the book. Look at me. I'm a superhero. I'm going to claim that too. I'm a superhero.
Yes, you are a superhero, Dr. Steele.
You are one too. And we thank you for joining us. As we sign off, you have anything else you want to say?
All I want to say is I'm so thankful and grateful to have me on your show. I'm blessed. And everyone have a fantastic day.
Yes, and you stay blessed. Everybody stay blessed, okay? Bye-bye, y'all. Till next